Welcome to Unisavior tutorial. In this tutorial, we will find resultant force on a charge due to other charges.
Okay, so here all the charges are placed at 3 points, that is A, B and C. Here the charge A, the charge located at point A, that is 100 microcoulomb, B 100 microcoulomb and C 100 microcoulomb. All there are charges placed. All charges are placed at equilateral vertices. The distance between two charges is 4 meter. 4 meter here, 4 meter here. You can see that this one A and C having positive charge. I have written here, these are positive. You can see here positive and here also positive. But B having negative charge, that is minus Q. What happens at point C? This charge will get repulsion. Why? Because it is positive and it is also positive. So it will be repelled by A, and that one, the direction will be in this way, in this way, along this line. And what about B? What about charge B? So at point C we'll see that the charge B will try to attract in this direction. I have written over here, in this direction the charge C is get attracted towards B in this way. So all the charges are located A, B and C, and all are trying to apply force on point C. So the force at C due to A along the side AC, that is in the direction, and force on C due to B along BC, the direction of force along BC. These two forces will be separated. By 120 degree. Y angle is 120 degree because equilateral triangle having 60 degree here, 60 degree here. This is a straight line, so this one will be 120 degree. And this force having same magnitude. Why? This is having same magnitude. FCB is equal to FAC. This one having same magnitude. Why this having same magnitude? Because the charges are same and their direction are same, and we are knowing that the formula is 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So here the force is FCA, because the force on C due to A, that is FCA, and FCA having value 1/4 pi epsilon Q into Q by A square along AC, and we have calculated that one. Then the force due to B on C, that is FCB, 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q by A square along AC. The component of this force along resultant is FAC cos theta, and theta is 60 degree, because these are separated by 120 degree, so their resultant will be between these two, so that is 60 degree at 60 degree. So here FAC cos 60 degree. And what about this force? This force is also separated by 120 degree, their resultant is between them, so this is this is FCB, so here FCB cos theta, FCB cos theta. So we have calculated that one, and this approach is like that. F is equal to FCA cos 60 degree and FCB cos 60 degree, because these two forces are acting along this path. So both the forces will be added together, and we have FCB cos 60 degree is equal to 1/2, that's the value, and FCB having the same magnitude here, so that is FCA 1/2 cos, and the 1/2 becomes 1, and this is FCA is common, so it becomes FCA into 1, that is FCA, the value of FCA is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon q into q by a square. By putting the value of this one 9 into 10 to the power 9, 100 into 10 to power 6 divided by 4, and it becomes what? 5.625 Newton. So here direction of F is parallel to side AB. Okay, so direction of side is parallel to AB. This direction of resultant force is parallel to side AB. So this is overall concept. The total magnitude of the force at point C is equal to 5.625 Newton, and the total resultant force is acting parallelly to the side AB. So this was all. Thank you so much.